Hi, this is Wendy De Rosa and the founder of the School of Intuitive Studies. And this video is on the winter blues, how to work with winter and how to stay balanced and stay connected to yourself and your light. So if you're like me, winter is a very challenging season sometimes. I mean, it can be gray, it can be snowy, it can be cold, and it can keep you inward, which has its out of balance characteristics, such as getting really bottled up, pent up, feeling depressed, feeling lonely, feeling like you want to go for whatever you're visualizing or dreaming, but feeling held back. So, winter can be a really challenging time for people. And there's a couple of tools that I like to use for myself if I can't actually jump on a plane and get to an ocean in the middle of winter for my midwinter break. Um, my first tool that I want to offer to you is actually light clothing. Right now I'm wearing a white sweater, which is something that I'll do often when I feel like I'm having one of those days where I'm hitting sort of a down or inward um, day, kind of low energy, low feeling, low mood. We happen to have snow today here in Boulder, Colorado, so it is the middle of winter. But what I do for myself is I turn in all my black clothing. I do have black. I try to not stock my closet with black clothing in general, but somehow black ends up, in my closet and on me at times. And I just make a conscious effort to choose it. It doesn't have to be, or to choose something different. It doesn't have to be white. It can be any other color, but another color that can actually brighten my senses, brighten my mood. The next tool to offer you is sound healing, to give yourself time to be in the vibration of music, of sounds. I find getting an app on the phone that can bring in a really beautiful sound to your energy field, to your vibration, can really help stimulate the senses. One of the sounds, I'm going to pull one up right now. One of the sounds that I like to use is a flute sound because it's such a high meditative, but it's like a high frequency sound. So this is a flute that I just found through an app on the phone. And you can choose any sounds that feel good for you, any artists, any music that feels good to really lift your spirits during this time of the year. Music can be a beautiful way of doing this. Um, Now, the other one, all of these are leading to sort of stimulating your senses. You can be at home cooking, aromatherapy, essential oils, cooking on the stove. Use garlic or onions or anything that's going to make you feel kind of at home and stimulating your inner senses in your being. And there is a guided meditation I want to also take you through, and this has to do with your senses going so deeply inward that you are actually tuned into a hum, like a low vibrational hum in the planet that's very perceived. You might not hear it in the noise of our mind or in the noise of our surroundings, but if we quiet ourselves and we quiet our mind and we quiet what's going on around us, we may actually connect to that deep hum in the center of the planet. So the reason we connect to that deep hum is because that hum is life force. That's prana, life force energy that is generating frequency. It's generating momentum and it's rejuvenating, and it's the life force energy that ends up surging in springtime through us and through our vegetation, through our plants and our flowers and our trees. And at this time, the life force energy, I mean, we might see, during winter, it's sort of the dead of winter. Trees are barren, plants have died. It's all gone into the death cycle of life. But it's not actually empty or dead. There's just this low vibrational tone or hum that's happening of the earth. And when we tap into that, we can actually cultivate our own internal light, our own internal life force. So I'm just going to invite you to take a minute and close your eyes and feel, as you're breathing, that you're going to slow your pace and go inward. Even if there are ambient noises around you. And as you lean back, imagine that you're sitting on this beautiful tree stump. And the tree stump is very old. It has roots that go very, very deep. And as the roots go very deep into the earth, imagine that your senses are going from more of a fast-paced buzzing on the surface to tracing those roots as they go down into the earth and connect to a much slower buzz, vibration, or hum. And if you can't sense it, or hear it, or feel it, try humming and creating it, imagining it. Imagine that the soles of your feet hum, your root chakra hums. Your root chakra is at your tailbone. Your legs hum. And you're connecting to a frequency that comes up through your grounding cord, which is a long pipeline. It goes down to the center of the earth. So in the center of the earth, that hum comes up through that pipeline and connects to your life force energy. So you're connected to the earth here through your pipeline, through your pillar or your grounding cord. And then imagine that hum, that life force energy that's cultivating there in the center of the earth is rising up to fuel your inner reserves deep within. So we'll imagine that there's a reservoir of life force energy in the center of your being. And in the spring and summer, your reservoir might be expansive and explosive and bursting, so much of your life force is going out. But in the winter, imagine that your life force energy is actually cultivating a nice pool, a nice reservoir of energy in the center of your being. And that energy rises from the core of the planet through that imaginary pipeline, your grounding cord, and then up into the center of your being. And just visualize that. My eyes are closed when I visualize, so you'll see my eyes closed. And then take some deep breaths and imagine that that hum starts to vibrate you. And if you'd like, you can hum, you can chant if you know chants. You can also play a low drone sound on an app on your phone or a piece of music that you find. And you're going to let that humming start to vibrate your body. And you're just going to allow it to vibrate and illuminate and turn on the frequency of grounding and earth and centering throughout your whole body. So anytime we draw life force energy up from the earth, there's an effect on the lower power centers in the body to ground ourselves down. So when we ground ourselves down in the winter time and connect into this life force energy, there's a sort of an isometric energetic movement. It means two actions are happening at the same time. Earth energy rises up and your energy descends down, or you ground down more. And the benefit of this contact happening, this connection happening in your lower body, is that you end up building more energy in your body. So once you start building more energy within the interior of your body, you're actually, quote unquote, raising your vibration. What that means is you have more life force, positive life force from the earth, grounding life force and light from the earth, filling into your body. And as you bring that up into your body, it brings some more stimulating energy to your heart, to your mind, to your senses, and you can breathe out or exhale through any feelings of sadness, depression, loneliness, or just that gloom that happens. You can breathe through that. And so from there, as that life force energy fills into your body from your root, you might feel energized to go for a walk, even in the snow, go to the gym, maybe even just do some gentle movement or dancing around your space to get energy moving through your body. So when we hit these winter blues, we need to find respites of moments in time, respites of time and space, where we can go on an internal retreat and access prana, life force energy that can rise from within us up and out. So this exercise is to help you do that. So if you take a few minutes throughout your day, every day during the winter, and just connect to the earth and let that hum, connect to the vibration of humming and life force energy coming up and out and through you, you'll find that you're going to end up generating more life force, more heat, more energy from within. And then from there, you might feel inspired, you might feel energized, you might just feel nourished, and you might actually feel like you need to sleep and rest. It might make you tired, because that might be exactly what your body needs. So I hope this video was helpful in giving you some information on how to manage through the winter blues. I encourage you to increase your vibration through sensory beauty and lightness and smells and scents and colors, so that you can manage through these next few weeks. Fingers crossed that springtime's coming sooner than later for us, and I look forward to connecting with you on our next